What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Amasiabs, and in today's video, man, to start off February, and speaking of February, happy February y'all know what I'm saying. To kick off the February videos, man, I wanted to do another different type of video, man, because I don't know, man, y'all have really been liking the videos that we've been putting out on the channel so far, man. Like, I really appreciate it, man. But as y'all see from the title and the thumbnail, man, we're gonna be talking about the worst type of DC fans, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been reading DC for a long time or watching the content, whether it be the animated movies, the animated series, or, you know, just like anything in general from DC, you will notice, bro, that there's a certain type of fans out there, man. Like, if you just say something that they don't like, bro, they start going crazy on you, man. And what I mean by crazy, bro, they start going, they start acting like they're, what's it called? Like they're 2013 CM Punk, with how crazy that man was back in that time period, right? Like, if you say something to a certain DC fan about a certain topic, bro, they go insane, man. And so in today's video, I want to talk about the worst type of DC fans. With the first being those type of fans that undermine other fans on the way they like DC. You know what I'm saying? Like, each one of us, DC's been around for a long time. I'm talking about like the 1930s, right? So there's been a whole bunch of different types of DC content out there. The comics, the movies, the animated products, you know what I'm saying? Even the toys, the short films that they produce over the years, right? There's a whole different type of ways people get into DC. And one thing that makes certain fans be so absolutely trash is the fact that you can be a DC fan that got into, you know, loving DC thanks to the CW show or the animated movie. And some fans, if they find out about that shit, bro, they will start flaming your shit, bro. Like, it's insane. Like, how you gonna get on a man or a girl for getting into DC through the CW show or, you know, the animated movie or through this comic book series that you don't like? Like, I remember when the CW was hot. I'm talking about the 2010 with TheFlash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, man. If you were a CW fan, right, at that time period, and you were talking to a comic fan or a comic Elliot, you know what I'm saying? Like, those that have like the supreme knowledge of DC. Like, I'm talking about, they're the Gojo of like DC lore, right? If you ever spoke to them and you told them that you were a fan of CW or like you like CW Flash, they'd get on your ass, bro. Like, it was so bad, and it just had like a whole stain on like the DC community at the time. And even now, bro, like to the point where some folks are like, damn, man, are some DC fans like this? Are all DC fans like this? And like, no, we're not, bro. But there's some toxic ones out there where if you tell them that you like this version of a character that they hate, man, they're gonna get on your ass like bad, and they're gonna be recommending you stories to read to get you out of that gutter of that version of the character that you like. Like, it's really funny and crazy at the same time. But after that, let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, fans who attack or cook anyone for preferring a version of a character as opposed to another. So this one happens all the time, because when you look at DC, and not just DC but Marvel and like really any like fictional media out there, man, there's many type of, you know, versions of characters. Like, for example, The Flash, you have Jay Garrick, you have Barry Allen, you have Wally West, you have Bart Allen, and then if you want to go further than them, you have Ace West, you have Irie West, Jesse Quick, Max Mercury, you know, all these speedsters, right? If you tell somebody that you like a version of a character more than that other one, man, they will go off. And the biggest one I want to talk about is the Barry Allen and the Wally West, you know, war. Like, this should be on some Madara and Hashirama beef sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell a Barry fan that you like Wally, they're gonna go off on you. If you tell a Wally fan that you like Barry, they're gonna go off on you. Like, it's a never-ending battle in that community, bro. Like, just accept that both of them are the Flash, man. Like, I hate how DC has put this war against these two Flash, you know, fan bases, right? Barry can be the Flash, Wally can be the Flash. How hard is it, DC, for you guys to give Wally a solo book and Barry a solo book? And then even if that's not possible, have Wally be the Flash in a comic book series and have Barry be the Flash in a Justice League series. Like, it's not that hard, man. And not just for the Flash, bruh. This can go for any other character, like I said. the Robins, man. There be some beefs with the Robins too, bro. Tim Drake and Damian Wayne, for example. Both of them are Robin right now, bro. And people are like, Tim Drake, get him off Robin. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them too. But in the case of Tim Drake, I want that man to grow out of that mantle. But you know what I'm saying? But even then, it gets super toxic there too. The Green Lanterns, dog. Oh my god, the Green Lanterns, man. Kyle Rayner, John Stewart, Hal Jordan. Those are the three biggest culprits, man. Guy Gardner fans, they are chill. Jessica Cruz fans, they are chill. The Alan Scott fans, bro, the Alan Scott fans, man, they are the Chads of the Green Lantern community, man. Like, they don't cause a fight with nobody, but let you talk about John Stewart wanting to be the main Green Lantern, or Hal Jordan, or then the minority, the Kyle Rayner fans. Let a Kyle Rayner fan say that they want Kyle Rayner to have the spotlight like he's about to get this year. You about to see a whole war in the Green Lantern fan base, man. And you know, I don't even want to go against Hal Jordan fans for a while because of the fact that Hal Jordan is that guy. He is 100 overall talent, but if you try to say that you want another Green Lantern to be the focus of a Green Lantern story, man, there'd be some Hal Jordan fans that come out of the woodwork, right, to get on your ass like, no, Hal Jordan is the greatest Green Lantern of all time. Like, do you not see all the stuff that happened during his time period when Jeff Johns was writing him? You know, during the 2000s, into Blackest Night, into the New 52, DC Rebirth, and when Grant Morrison was writing the character for a brief time in the late 2010s, like, they will always say some shit like that. I'm just like, I get it, bro. The best stuff happened with Hal Jordan, but give Kyle Rayner some time, you know what I'm saying? Give these other Green Lanterns some spotlight too, man. Like, it's just crazy. Like, when you prefer or like, you know, a different version of the same character, man, folks will get on you in the DC community, and it always leads to toxic, you know, clashes between people, man. It'd be funny sometimes because of the memes that happen out of them, but most of the times it really does get toxic. And then those who attack creators, man. Now this one, bro, this one is crazy when I see this shit all the time when I read, you know, articles online or just like people's comments when they don't like a new comic that comes out or adaptation of you know, of a beloved comic or something that changes something into the story. Like, it'd be bad, man. And those that attack creators, man, it just be like, bruh, I get you don't like a version of what they're doing with your favorite character, but to go on social media and start, you know, giving them, you know, death threats, you know what I'm saying, all kinds of shit, bro, I'd be like, bruh, can you guys even call yourselves DC fans, man? Because how are you gonna go on? It'd be so funny, bro. How are you gonna go online? You're gonna see this man, bro. It can be anybody. For example, you know what I'm saying, Tom Taylor, right? That man, he's written some amazing stuff, bro. Not even just from DC, but from Marvel too. You know, all new, all different Wolverine, all kinds of crazy shit, bro. But if he does one foul thing, bro, niggas are gonna be on his ass, bro. I remember, I was like, what was it, bro? It had something to do with Nightwing, I think, bro. I don't remember. It was when he was writing Nightwing, but he did one thing, bro, and the Nightwing fans they got on his ass like badly, bro. And don't get me wrong, bro, Nightwing is my second favorite DC character after TheFlash, right? But that man's fan base they be on something sometimes, bro, when it comes to attacking somebody, bro. Like, I get it, bro, but chill, man. Chill. Like, attacking creators, man, that's another thing that makes DC fans be the absolute worst when it comes to any fan base out there, because how you gonna attack the creators, man? And even like, you know, you even like, what's the word, bro? You're even like wanting them to get their jobs taken away from them. Like, I get not liking their version of the character that you love so much, but wishing for their jobs to be taken away, bro. Y'all gotta chill, man. Like, that should be crazy every time I see it online, bro. But after that, man, let's talk about the folks who gatekeep their favorite characters and trash anyone who likes a different iteration of the character. And now, I'm not gonna lie, we've all been guilty of this, bruh. But the folks who gatekeep their characters or even the comics, man, I just be like, bruh, what's the point of doing that, man? Like, shouldn't you be happy that there's another person besides you that loves that character as much as you do? Even if it's just a, you know, different version of the character, man. Like, it'd be insane, man. Like, this was like a huge thing with TheFlash when the CW show was airing, bro. when folks were talking about how fire the Flash was, bruh, folks would be like, yeah, the Flash is fire, bro. But have you read Mark Waid Flash? Have you read the New 52 Flash? Have you read all this shit, bro? And then when the CW fan that's actually excited to want to read all that stuff, when they say no, but I watched all the seasons of the Flash, folks would then be condescending as hell and start flaming them for not reading any of the Flash comics, but wanting to watch all the seasons of the Flash. Like, how much of a bum can you be, bro? You got this man who's telling you he's watched all the seasons of Flash, and that the fact that he loves the Flash so much. And this could have been a perfect opportunity for you to let the homie or the sister know that, hey, I got these Flash recommendations for you, bro. You can read Flash by Joshua Williamson. You can read Flash by Jeff Johns, Mark Waid, Loebs, all these folks that have written the Flash over the years. But nah, you want to get on the man for saying that he loves the Flash. He loves, their version of Savitar, Godspeed, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, put that man on some fire instead of clowning him, man. And it's not even just that, bro. It's not even just that, man. But like, it also goes to the comic series too, bruh. If you tell somebody that you love this version of the character's comic book series, like let's say there's somebody that loves Superman by Grant Morrison, right? Or The Flash by Jeff Johns, or Jeremy Adams, or somebody else, right? You can tell somebody that, bruh, and they will flame you, bro. Like, oh, you like Jeremy Adams Flash? Why don't you like, Mark Waid Flash over that? And it'd be like, chill, bro. It's a different opinion, man. Y'all know what I mean, bro. When you go online and when you see this shit, bro, when you see like DC fans just going off on each other, bro, it'd be like the wildest stuff. Cause it'd be like, bro, why are you getting on a man for liking a different version of the character that you also love, right? Like, it'd be crazy, man. And then besides that, bro, another thing that makes DC fans like one of the worst out there, man, not all, but some, is those who see any best friends, right? It can be a best friend relationship. They see something like that and they take it more than it should be, bro. And y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. Superman, Batman, Wally West, Dick Grayson, Hal Jordan, Barry Allen, bro. Y'all will see a functional, homie relationship between two dudes or two girls, and y'all will be like, I gotta make that, like I don't know where this whole trend came from. I think it came from My Hero Academia, and then it got even worse with like all these new gen anime series and cartoon series that came out within this decade and last decade, bro. It gets to a point, bro. Like it was funny at first, bro, but these folks, they do it to the point where they think it's like legit. And when a new like DC relationship happens, or not even just DC, but like anything in general, when something becomes canon, bro, they get pissed off. And I'm like, why wouldn't that become canon? Like, it's not y'all's fan fiction, right? Like, y'all that be thinking that kind of stuff, bro, in the community, it be fan fiction, or y'all just insert head canon, man. Like, that's another thing that just be, not even just me, bro. It be getting on a lot of people's nerves in the DC community. How y'all can see Bruce and Clark being brothers, you know what I'm saying? They've been around for a long time. They've experienced so much in solo adventures and duo, adventures, and when they were teamed up with the Justice League. They've experienced so much, and y'all see that stuff. Y'all see Bruce with Selena or whoever he be with, or Clark and Lois, and y'all be like, nah, there's something special with those two. I just know it. And then I'd be like, bruh, come on now, come on. Like, it's funny, bro, but it gets annoying to a point, man. But after that, man, let's talk about the character. Let's talk about those type of DC fans that only care about DC when it comes to their favorite character being able to solo anybody else, or power scaler DC fans. Those be the most annoying ones, bro. Like the Batman fans that talk about he can solo everybody, man. Like, I hate this logic of this insert character can beat anybody. Batman can beat anybody. WonderWoman can beat anybody. Like, of course, bro, it's up to the writer, and literally any of the Justice League members can do it. It's up to the writer. Like, when folks say that Batman is the best DC superhero because he can clap anybody thanks to the story that I think Mark Waid wrote. I think it was Mark Waid, either him or Grant Morrison wrote, Tower of Babel in the early 2000s. Ever since that story, man, it's gotten so bad where folks will always bring up Batman being able to beat any superhero, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, he can, but so can Superman if the writer wants him to. And if it does happen one day, it makes sense with all the feats that Superman has done. If the writer one day wants to make Barry Allen or Wally West cook every other leaguer, they can make that happen too, because Barry and Wally have the feats to back it up. Same for Diana, John, and all these other people that, are very powerful too. Plastic Man, Aquaman, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole argument that Power Skiller fans be having, man, and those solo DC fans be having, man, I'd be like, bruh, anybody can do that, but the writer that wants to have that happen, man, like it is another annoying topic in the community, man. But after that, man, I want to talk about the Snyder Cult and certain DC movie fans too, but can I really consider the Snyder Cult DC fans, man? Because at the end of the day, bro, they don't even like really lock into DC like that. They just want the Snyder version of the Justice League, and not even just the Justice League, but the universe. And that universe, bro, I'm sorry, man, but it was just convoluted. It was a convoluted mess, bro. Like, I just don't get how they want that so badly when we had Superman this year and it looked so fire, man, and then Supergirl next year. Like, we're getting a whole bunch of exciting DC projects, bro. Like, y'all just gotta let the Snyderverse go, bro. Like, it was from a different time period where they were pushing the New 52, and we all know what happened to the New 52. That shit was trash, you know what I'm saying? It turned up a lot of people with how edgy every character was, you know what I'm saying? So whatever happens with the new universe, let it, happen, man. But movie fans, they can be toxic too, especially the DC fans, man. But let me know your thoughts, man. Like, which group do you think is the worst in the DC community, bro? Like, there's so many to name, but these are the ones that I want to name, bro. Like, so many toxic shit be happening, man. But you know what I'm saying? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll catch y'all for the next video.